All right. Round 6 Vintage Challenge up against Portable Head. We've got a Twister, so we're going to go for it. Bizarre. Alright, so this Twister might be decent if it resolves. Unfortunately, our opponent probably has 16 counter spells in their deck, which makes resolving spells hard. We have to play around Mindbreak Trap and 8 Forces. It's going to be difficult. We can't spin this turn, so... Alright, they F6, so I'm going to act like they have nothing and play our Memory Jar. And not exactly a great card to play against Dredge, but we're going to play it. Our opponent hit Cabal Therapy and a Narcomoeba and a Nicarid. And 2 Cabal Therapies. Alright, so we lose our Time Twister. But we still get to do a Jar turn. So maybe if that's good enough. Probably not, if our opponent's going to have a bunch of Mindbreak Traps, Force of Wills, and Force of Negations in their deck, but we're going to give it our best shot. If we had Karn, we definitely would have played Karn over Memory Jar. So, not a great name, I don't think. Time Twister's gone. No zombies from our opponent, which is pretty helpful. Alright, so 3 prized amalgams. And obviously this jar, they can choose to do a bunch of... Oh, we just win the game? Alright, I'm going to try to just win the game. Opponent has to have drawn Force. It was a really good draw on our part. So if our opponent drew Force somehow, this would stop us, but anything besides a Force is not going to be good enough. I was really lucky. So we got very, very lucky there. So against Dredge, I want to bring in Defense Grids, and I want to bring in Sorcerer's Spyglass, and I want to bring in Relic, and one of the Crypts and the Cage, and I want to leave 1 Crypt in so I can get that Crypt with Karn. And then I want to take out Mystical. Yeah, I want to take out Mystical, Mind's Desire, Memory Jar, Mindbreak Trap, Repeals. Leave in Twister. Leave in our beatdown. I actually think leaving in Force is correct because they're going to force our things. And then we roll like this. You could leave in Mystical to get Tinker, but I think that's actually a little slow now. And they also have Misstep in their deck. So maybe we'll 3/3 money back. That'd be nice. Damn, Twitter is lit today. Party is over. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I need to get food. Really do the whole eating before streaming thing. I'll figure it out eventually, I swear. All right. Against Dredge, we've got a Force of Will and a turn 1 Karn for Crypt. Sure, keep. Also, we could twist if we wanted to. Opponent uses a Mulligan and then a Serum Powder. I could do that, Van. You're not wrong. Opponent plays Chalice on 0. That's a spicy tech, isn't it? I have to force this, don't I? If I want to play this game, I think I have to force this spell. At least they can't force a negation back. As bizarre, Chalice on 0. No Dredger, but they have a hollowed one, which makes my Karn really bad. Yikes. That's a good opening hand from our Dredge opponent. We run right into Mindbreak Trap. I don't think so. Obviously, they can Cabal Therapy our Karn here, but they don't have any Dredgers currently. They just drew naturally. Interesting. I feel like I might have Bizarred on upkeep there. I'm not a Dredge player, though, so I don't really know. I feel like you were supposed to Bizarre. Oh, you just have 2 Bizarres. Okay, cool. Never mind. Alright, they didn't hit an Archamoeba, so unless they sack their hollowed one, we're not getting Cabal Therapied, which is pretty good for us. They have no cards in hand, so at the very least, we can Karn and clear their graveyard. Oh, they're just going for the Karn. Yep, they got it. Unfortunate. I still think my play is fine. So the best draw for us is probably Relic. Relic into Karn, maybe? Relic into Karn into Bridge, maybe? Relic into Karn into Sorcerer's Spyglass? Alright, our whole hand is gone. Alright, we died. Just let's see what else is in our opponent's deck. Not much. Just, I don't see Force of Negation, so they might not be on 16 Counterspell deck. They might just be on normal Dredge. There's a possibility we can draw Ancestral and get our opponent out of the game that way. They can't Dredge return Flamekin Zealot because it is in exile from Serum Powder. I see Nature's Claim. I think I'll play this game out. I guess they can cast Therapy here, and that's probably lethal. Free Bridge from Below's. I guess if we draw Karn, we could just get a bridge. And that's possible that that's good enough. Like, there's probably another Nature's Claim in their deck somewhere, but they only have 6 cards and 1 card in hand. They also have to find a way to cast Nature's Claim. So I actually think Karn is still an out here. Oh, I should have played my Jet out. So Karn's not an out because I didn't play my Jet. I guess they'd have to hit double Cabal Therapy, right? Do they even have any Cabal Therapies? Oh, they hit 2 therapies off of... Oh, they have 1 therapy. So they would have to name Jet here. Alright, so we have an out. And our out is Karn. If we hit Karn, we can go Ensnaring Bridge. And we might have a shot on this game. Sure. Fine. Alright, we have an out. We have an out. Karn, baby. Merchant Scroll. Merchant Scroll. Ancestral. Nope. Karn wasn't out, though. I mean, we could have gone to our opponent's turn and seen if they would have dredged, but there's no way they would have dredged. So there's no reason to try to Ancestral them there. Run them back. It doesn't seem like there's Force of Negation, so that's good. That's good news. So we just need to beat, looks like Nature's Claim. We have to play around Unmask, and then just the normal dredge stuff. So holding the Jet there is fine, because they're never going to name it off the first therapy, and we know that there are 2... Wow, the fact that they had a therapy for Karn is pretty lucky, seeing they had 2 therapies exiled to Serum Powder. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Dredge ends up being an interesting numbers game. As does this hand. I mean, this is a keep. It just ends up being whether our opponent has Force of Will and Mental Misstep. Our opponent's at 5 cards. They kept a 5-card hand. So I think I'm going to try to resolve... Cage. I could alternatively resolve Karn around Mindbreak Trap, but not around Force of Will. That's probably better. Let me go Karn, get a Tormod's Crypt, and then we could play Cage if we want. But playing Karn, I could draw a blue card and then have Force of Will for our Karn. There's a lot of options here. Our opponent put their card on top of their library, which means that's probably a counterspell, right? Or an unmask. I don't want to get unmasked either, though. But yeah, I think we're jamming Karn. I think playing Karn jams around the most things. All they can possibly have there is a Force of Will. Because we didn't see a Force of Negation. So this would jam into Mindbreak Trap, but I think that's okay. I don't want to get it. That's okay. All right, then I'll play everything. If that's the case, then I definitely think I'm okay with playing Cage as well. So we have a Cage and a Tormod's Crypt and an active Karn and a Paradox Engine. Opponent has Bazaar, which is fine because we have a Cage and a Tormod's Crypt. We're 1 mana short of Lattice. We can get Time Vault. Alright, opponent played a hollowed one. Pretty good against Karn. 2 hollowed ones. Alright, so we might have to go get Bridge. So we have 6 mana. I think we just get Bridge. Opponent's probably not going to be dredging. They need to probably hit land Nature's Claim. So next turn we can play our Paradox Engine, plus our Karn, and then hopefully start going off from there. They're going to activate Bazaar. That'll put them down to 2 cards. So if they have exactly... So they pitched Mana Confluence earlier in this game, which is a little surprising. Maybe they were just trying to make sure their hollowed ones were resolving. I'm not exactly sure. So Grim Monolith. So plus our Karn. I'm going to hold the Grim Monolith so that it untaps our... Paradox Engine will use Grim Monolith to untap our Time Vault. So next turn we can take infinite turns. Well, not infinite turns, really. Every time we draw a spell, we get to take a turn. That doesn't exactly take infinite turns, so maybe we should keep our Karn around. This Crypt we gotta be careful of this Crypt too. Another Karn. Alright, in that case, let's get Karn. So get our Time Vault. Play our Time Vault. Make mana. Our opponent drew Force of Will. We only have... We're 1 mana... No, we have exactly enough. No, we're 1 mana short. Alright, so our Time Vault gets forced. We still have Karn. This Karn can get Relic. We get our Time Vault back next turn. Or we can just get Lattice. Yeah, we should just get Lattice. All right. That was certainly an interesting game of Magic. Paradox Engine made a lot of mana there. All right, 3-3. So that should hopefully be 3-3 for our money back, which is good. And that will end stream. So we went 3-3. Semendian top 8'd. Woo! Go Steve. Bunch of powerful wizards in the top 8 here. Valor, who beat us. Windrider, who beat us. Goggles and Math are all powerful. Canister's 4-2 Breaker Life. Echo Baron's currently 1 game up on Dragon for another top 8. A bunch of other normal wizards here down at 3-3. So, in any case, I am done. I thank everyone who showed up today. For those of you who are new, I'm actually level 1. I'm Justin. I'm a vintage streamer. I stream the challenges, and I stream weekdays after work around 7 p.m. when I feel like it. If you are interested in seeing more vintage content, check out the YouTube link below. All of my leagues and all of my challenges get uploaded there, so you can watch them at any time in case you were to miss a stream. Yeah, thanks for showing up. And if Matt is still streaming, I'll send you to Matt. But it looks like Matt's probably done. Oh, Matt is still streaming. So I'm going to send you over to Matt. He's got more vintage action for you guys. Think some more sweet Urza brew as well. So hopefully you go say hi to him for me and enjoy some more vintage action on this lovely Saturday. GG's Portable Head. Those were some crazy draws by me. I feel fairly lucky. Had a fun time though. So I will catch everyone later. Have fun with Matt.